All right, friends, here is Instagram story. So right here, you can swipe and do a lot of things, but Instagram stories are huge. So let's go right into the music. If you're posting an Instagram story, you can use any type of music you would like to go all along with the Instagram story, which I think is so cool. So look at all these songs, all the hottest hits. Sit Down, Be Humble by Kendrick, No Tears Left to Cry by Ariana Grande. There's a lot of things you can put on this Instagram story, which I love. So it's just a endless amount of opportunities. So you could be dancing around, you want to have a voiceover or something like that, or you want to lip sync, you can go along and do it. And the great part about it skips right to the chorus for you, so it already knows where you kind of want it at, or you could switch it and have it any place. So right there, I just took a picture and I put We Are the Champions by Queen, such a great band, on there, and you can change up how it looks, which is pretty fun to play around with. You can see the different things that you can do with it. So put it in the corner, put it somewhere else, but we're going to discard this photo, which is basically just quit, throw away. I'm going to play with our type feature. Type feature I use a lot for my CUSG, and as you can see it's pretty self-explanatory if you just kind of look it over. Each there's a bunch of different fonts. This is our modern font, and so you can kind of see what it looks like when it says tap to type. That's what it's going to look like when you play around with it, and each font has different colors kind of guided to it. So I like how each font has its own little color palette to play with, which I think is awesome. So I'm just going to type hello on this reddish, almost kind of darkish font. So I just tapped to type, and that was kind of it, and I just did that. And so the typewriter also is kind of a really cool one. It's kind of like an old style, looks like a typewriter, which I think is pretty fun to play around with. I'm just going to select hello, and then we're going to make it bigger. You can make it bigger, larger, and you can put it any type of way. You can throw it upside down. Make it extend for as long as it wants to, make it as big as you want. You can do a lot of things, and you can see in the quadrants, it helps you line it up. So it's gonna put it in the direct center the way you want it, and to just throw away, just go out to the trash can. And right now, here's the modern font. We get to put that on display, and these colors are actually not Clemson, but Instagram's brand guide right here. This is what their mainstay is, which I think is pretty fun that they kind of have their own little thing. And here's the strong font. This one's in a nice big bold font. That looks really good. You can have it black, you can have it any type of color, and then you just push share. And you can also share to other things as well. But now, bam, as you see that ring that appears around my profile, you can now see that is what is going on. That is that. I have the Instagram story that is up, which I love, that I'm able to put it up there, able to see everyone's able to see it. And it also has some other features. So right now we're gonna play with the boomerang. Take a look at that. If you hold down the button, it will actually have a go back and forth in this kind of stop motion style video, and so now it will just kind of bounce. So boomerang, think kind of bouncy. If you want to play around, do some really fun things with that, you can have your friends moving these funny motions, and it goes back and forth, and it's on loop, which is pretty cool. And so right now I'm going through some filters, and Instagram has a lot of filters that you're able to look through to be able to play around on your Instagram story. So it makes it lighter, it makes it darker, it gives it more vintage feel. A lot of these different filters do a lot of really cool things for your Instagram story. That's a kind of a brighter one right there. Now we're back at the regular non-filtered one. And so if you go over to focus, you can kind of see it. I don't do a great job of it right here, but when you focus it, it blurs out everything that's around you, and it just focuses on you and your face. But I think it's really nice. So you can see it's kind of a lot light is illuminating around me, and you really can't see anything, but you can really focus in on my face, my features, my details on everything in my face. So it really does it for you. Here is a fun one that a lot of people like to play with, is Super Zoom. So Super Zoom does these really cool zoom in animations that Instagram has. That's the dramatic one, and also plays music behind it. You're not able to hear it here, but if you would go on to your Instagram application, you would be able to see the different things about it, which is pretty fun. So that's kind of a TV show style, and it's dun 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 dun, kind of like you're on a TV show, which I think is pretty fun to play around with. This one is the paparazzi, so it's taking pictures, and it's the paparazzi and stuff. I don't look that amused from the paparazzi, if I'm being completely honest, but it's still pretty fun to play around with, which I like. And also, as well, you can go to the bummer one. That was kind of like a sad one. Surprise, nope. There's a bunch of different ones. The beats is kind of like, kind of like you're in the club or something like that. Listen to the club beats, which is really, really fun and really nice to play around with, as well as the hearts. It has some hearts come up. The rewind feature is another great part of Instagram. So you really can't see it right here, but once you take a story and it will actually play it backwards. So my chair is moving in the other direction than I originally wanted it to go, but it's a nice way to do it. Here's the hands-free feature. So you can see my hands are free. You can just like put it up anywhere. You can like put it against your wall if you want to shoot like a selfie style video or want to shoot a really quick like video, which is nice. You can do that. And for all Instagram stories, like for a normal one, they go up to 15 seconds. So you have a 15-second shot at putting up a story. You can also go to your camera roll, as you can see there, and add anything from there, which is nice. So you can go at any of the pictures that we took. We were taking some pictures for our project, trying to make sure we got it all copacetic and everything. So you can take pictures, and you can also write. These writing tools are phenomenal. You're able to write in cursive and write really cool, creative things. So you can actually see up there, I'm changing the pen. That's kind of a glowy one. A lot of people like that one. And right there, that's the eraser. Let me show you. You kind of write like this, and then you just erase it. You're just really done with it. And you can get rid of all of it. You can like erase a little bit if you want to kind of play around with it to make sure it's to your liking. And now when you swipe up, you can do so many things with this one. I kind of messed up here. I didn't do it correctly. But if you want to mention a follower, a friend, or anyone like that follows you or doesn't follow you, you type in their name and it comes up. And from the Instagram story, you're able to tap on that name and go to their profile through that. As well, you can add a location. So you can tell all your friends and all your followers where you're at. I'm here at Clemson University, and I just want to change the location up so I can show people where they're at. I can also put the time. And the time will be the date, the time of stamp of when you took that Instagram story. So not necessarily the time now, but the time of when you actually took that Instagram story. So it holds true to the actual time. You can see you can add music as well. Again, you can add all these different little fun stickers that Instagram has, their presets. And they have everything from hearts to different things that actually have hashtags when you put them up there, to shout out to the LGBTQIA plus community, which is a really cool thing. You can have any emoji on there as well. Any single emoji, you can put it up there, which I think is really cool. As well as you can put GIFs, which are fun. Also hashtags. So you can put hashtags. Hashtag mind blown, since my mind is blown right now by this little Instagram story. And like you can change the color up as well. And once you click it, you can actually access it through there, which I think is super cool. And bam, now it's a part of my Instagram story. So now I would click it and I would be able to go over to the hello tool, and that's the Instagram story that I have pulled up. Hello, that's the first one. It goes on for a good little bit, and then you can see my next one that I did, which is pretty fun. Something I just came up with out of nowhere. Just wanted to play around with the app and show y'all the different capabilities that Instagram really has, which I think is super, super cool. And so now we're going to go over to highlights. Highlights is a new thing that debuted in 2017, and that is when you're able to put Instagram stories onto your profile so people can actually see and keep up with you through these little highlight features. And you can feature old highlights, and they're all archived. Every single Instagram story you do is archived on Instagram, on your Instagram profile, which I think is amazing because you're always able to remember it. So if I want to make a new highlight of maybe just today, I would just name this one, highlight 1. So this would be our highlight. I would click add, and then if you see, you can check on your profile when it's added, and that little circle will come up right beside where your highlights tab is. And now bam, there you go. You can see what I was doing on this day, and it even goes on for longer. Like you can edit the highlight and see. If you go over to archive, all my Instagram stories that I've done on this profile will come up right here, so I can add some new ones to it and add some old ones, so I can change it up, make it look different, which I think is very, very fun. So I'm able to name it new highlight, and yeah, just like that, I click done. And over here you can actually change the cover of the highlight. So right now, if I want to change the picture of it, I can add in any picture I wanted to. So look, what if I want my face to be the highlight of it? Then bam, it changes it just like that. So anytime you pull that up on my Instagram story, on my Instagram profile, rather, you're able to see my face, and I think it's pretty fun that you get to play around with it. And a lot of companies use this for branding purposes. It really makes it nice when you're able to do some cool branding things to go along with it. So a lot of icons and stuff you'll see, like I know for my CUSG, we have one for like our different categories of things that we do, like Senate, judicial, and I have icons for it, which I think is really cool. So if you go into a third-party app, you're able to make icons for it. And I'm right here, I'm just showing you another way to create a highlight. So this is just easy. You're able to go do it directly from your Instagram profile as well, and you can just press edit highlight, and you're able to do it really quickly, really nice, and you're just able to put in highlights. So I think it's really cool. I'm going to name this one English because that's what we've been working on so far. And yeah, now I have 2 highlights up. So I've got that one going back to my Instagram story saying hello. And as well, here are all the story controls. So you can hide people from your story, different files you don't might want to see it. You can hide it from them, which I think is pretty funny. You can also share to Facebook. As you can see, that Facebook integration is huge for Instagram. You know, Facebook owns Instagram, so it's really big that they like all these, have all these Facebook capabilities in them. And it's pretty easy. If you want to delete one, you can just press delete button, and it's gone. You can also share any Instagram story post to your story. So bam, we're gonna try to share that one to our Instagram profile. It's just gonna take a little bit so it can get uploaded, rendered, and everything like that. And then just like that, hold on, we're gonna let's wait on it for it to get all the stuff together. You can also save the stories as well, so you can just save the photo itself, or you can save the actual story. So all the stories that you did from today, it will save the whole Instagram story that you have going on presently right now, which is pretty cool. So you can see story saved, and yeah, if you want to just delete it and get rid of it, bam, hit that delete button, and it is gone. So that, my friends, is how you incorporate an Instagram story and your highlights.